Hi student. In this lecture we will start our IT subject. We will start the first chapter, that is basic of information technology. Uh, as I told you in the first video of our IT subject, overview of IT subject, we have first chapter, that is basic information technology. So in that we have to study concepts of IT, then what is data, what is information, what is computer, what is computer system, what is the architecture of computer, and other things we have to learn in this chapter. Before that, I want to tell you one more thing is that while watching my videos, if you have any difficulties, then share that difficulties on my personal number or on our group also. If you understand, say understand. If you don't understand, say don't understand. If you don't understand, and if you say understand, how I understand that you understand. So whatever things we are not understanding, immediately we have to reply for that, and I will also respond for that. I will give the response for every questions. Now definition of IT. What is actually IT? It is a information technology. Means that the process of collect the information, take the information from various things, also store the information, or if you want to delete the information. So these all the manipulation on data is nothing but information technology. We are gathering the information from different areas. So as you know that the data is stored in the form of audio, text, images, then animated images, video form. This all information we are gathering, and to gather the information we are using the technology. We are also saying that it is a information communication technology. For the communication perspective, for the data transmission perspective, we are using IT technology. By using IT technology, we are also, IT is also useful for e-learning, as we are using different types of modes. Sometimes we are taking the online lectures, sometimes we are taking sending you, uploading the recording lectures. These all are an application of IT. Then also there is e-banking. By sitting at home, we are also doing the transactions. There is also e-governance. These all things are we are using with the help of IT. So for that, you first you must know that what is the data and what is the information. Basically, these two words are looking like same. The meaning is also same, but difference is that so data means all known fact, and information is the processed data is nothing but information. Now what is actual data? For example, now you know that all the alphabets, that is A to Z. So among these all characters, we are collecting basic characters like our name. For example, INDIA, that is India. So the India is the information, and all the characters are the data. Also we can take one more example. समजा आपल्याला केक बनवायचा आहे, तर आपल्याला माहीत असतं की बिस्किटपासून केक बनवायचा आहे, तर बिस्किट केकसाठी आपल्याला बिस्किट्स लागतात, बेकिंग पावडर लागते, बेकिंग सोडा लागतो, शुगर लागते, मिल्क लागतं. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी आपल्याला माहीत आहेत. दिस इज कॉल्ड द डेटा. पण ते प्रिपेअर कसं करायचं, त्यासाठी असणारं मेजरमेंट, त्याचा रेशो, दॅट इज नथिंग बट information. Because before understanding IT technology, we must have to bifurcate what is data and what is information. So the prescribed form of data is called as information. The need of information. Why there is need of information? Because we are searching many things on Google. We are collecting the information. Because of information, we are inserting so many things, new things, or we are increasing our knowledge, and for that we require the information. So the information, the storing information in the form of different form of information is available. जसं की आपण बघतो की आता आपण कोविड-19 त्याची इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करत असतो, किंवा आता कोणकोणत्या प्रकारचे ॲप्स आपल्याला अवेलेबल आहेत जे ऑनलाईन लेक्चर्स प्रोव्हाइड करतील, अशा प्रकारचे आपण इन्फॉर्मेशन गॅदर करत असतो. प्रत्येक आता जे कोणी शेतकरी असतील त्या लोकांना कोणत्या प्रकारचं कशा प्रकारचं धान्य वगैरे उपलब्ध होईल त्यासाठी ते इन्फॉर्मेशन सर्च करतात, किंवा त्यांचे जे प्रोडक्ट आहे ते कसं कस्टमरपर्यंत पोहोचेल त्यासाठी कोणते आता मार्ग उपलब्ध आहेत याची आपण इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करत असतो. तर ही इन्फॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करण्यासाठी आपण जे टेक्नॉलॉजी वापरतो त्याला इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजी म्हणतात. या सगळ्यात इन्फॉर्मेशन टेक्नॉलॉजीचा एक सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं एक्झाम्पल आपण म्हटलं तर आपला मोबाईल फोन आहे. बिकॉज वी आर गेटिंग डिफरंट टाइप्स ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम दॅट वी आर शेअरिंग द इन्फॉर्मेशन विथ द डिफरंट ॲप्स. दॅट इज अन ॲप्लिकेशन ऑफ IT. आणि त्यासाठी मग प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेजेस असतात. मग प्रोग्रामिंग लँग्वेजेससाठी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे सॉफ्टवेअर्स असतात. तर हार्डवेअर म्हणजे काय, सॉफ्टवेअर म्हणजे काय, इनपुट डिव्हायसेस म्हणजे काय, आउटपुट डिव्हायसेस म्हणजे काय, या सगळ्या गोष्टी आपल्याला IT या सब्जेक्टमध्ये शिकायच्या. आता तुम्ही म्हणाला आम्ही IT सब्जेक्ट असेल आमचा, आम्ही भविष्यामध्ये IT सब्जेक्ट ठेवू किंवा नाही, हा नंतरचा भाग आहे. बिफोर दॅट हे ITचं जे नॉलेज आहे तुम्हाला प्रत्येक ठिकाणी उपयोगाला येणार आहे. म्हणजे कोणत्याही प्रकारचे तुम्ही कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झामिनेशन द्यायला गेलात तर तिथे सुद्धा IT मधले प्रश्न 1-2 मार्काला तरी सुद्धा प्रश्न विचारले जातात. कारण बायनरी लँग्वेजवरती सगळं डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिपेंड आहे. आपण एक्झाम्स पण देताना आता ऑनलाईन आपण एक्झाम्स देणार, तो मोडसुद्धा आपल्याला समजून घेण्यासाठी IT सब्जेक्टमधल्या बेसिक गोष्टी आपण समजून घेणं फार महत्त्वाचं आहे. कारण कम्प्युटर इज अ नेसेसिटी टू एव्हरीवेअर. आपण पाहतो की प्रत्येक ठिकाणी कम्प्युटराइज्ड वर्क चालतं. नव्हे तर आपल्याला आता सगळ्या गोष्टी गव्हर्नन्स तर्फे आपल्याला सगळं म्हणजे कॉमर्स, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉमर्स, अशा प्रकारच्या गोष्टी आपल्याला सगळ्या करायच्या आहेत. कशासाठी तर इट्स अ पेपरलेस वर्क. ऑल्सो इट टाईम कन्झ्युमिंग. आपल्याला कमी टाईम लागतो, कमी वेळेमध्ये आपण आपल्या घरामध्ये बसून काही गोष्टी सर्च करू शकतो. सो ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टीसाठी आपल्याला कम्प्युटर सिस्टीम, कम्प्युटर नेटवर्क या सगळ्या गोष्टी समजून घेणं हे अतिशय महत्त्वाचं आहे. सो व्हॉट इज कम्प्युटर? So computer means what? Computer is an electromagnetic device which accept information from user in the form of input. Then by using central processing unit, it processing on that data, and after the processing on data, it gives output using different type of output devices. So what are the input devices? What are the output devices? That also we have to learn in this chapter. Now what is a computer system? So computer system basically useful for few things. The major process of computer system is that to accept input from the user, then send that input using different interfaces to the processor, to the microprocessor of computer. The microprocessor of computer is processing on it. Then it gives data using different type of data buses, different type of address buses to the output devices. Meanwhile, if any problem is occurred, electricity problem will occur, or any different type of problem is occur, we have to also control the things, and for that also we require the control unit. So these all are the basic concept. So after that we have to see architecture of computer. कम्प्युटर आर्किटेक्चर म्हणजे कम्प्युटर कसा असतो. इनफॅक्ट कम्प्युटरचं जे कम्प्युटर सिस्टीमची जी प्रोसेस करण्याची पद्धत आहे, जो इनपुट आपण घेतो म्हणतो ते इनपुट कशा प्रकारे घेतो, मग त्याच्यामध्ये कसे आउटपुट कशा प्रकारे डिस्प्ले केलं जातं, प्रोसेसिंग म्हणजे नक्की काय होतं, दॅट इज नथिंग बट आर्किटेक्चर. सो इन द कम्प्युटर आर्किटेक्चर देर आर बेसिकली 3 पार्ट ऑफ कम्प्युटर आर्किटेक्चर. फर्स्ट वन इज इनपुट डिव्हायसेस, second one is output devices, and third one is memory devices. So computer having also memory is required for the storing purpose, because we are storing different types of information in computer system. There are so many different folders, directives, and all the things are there. So we are storing in that. So we will see the architecture of computer. If you see the diagram on your book, actually after this video I will also upload the PDF form of our textbook. So you have to also read that book also. So in that book they have given the diagram. So in that diagram they have given the actual architecture of computer. So inside in that diagram At the left side they have given input devices, at the right side they have given output devices. In the middle section there is a memory unit and also control unit. So basically input devices means what? So from that computer user can give instruction to the computer system. So to give instruction to the computer system we are using input devices. So examples of input devices, as you know that there is a keyboard, mouse, joystick. These all are the input devices. Then scanner. If you consider the output devices, then output devices of computer consist of printer, then the monitor, projector, plotter. These all are the example of output devices. And the middle section is that memory unit, because computer store the memory. So basically computer memory having two types, primary memory and secondary memory. So primary memory means what? The RAM is called as primary memory. Means all the processing are stored into RAM. So RAM stands for random access memory. And secondary memory is, you can say that is a auxiliary memory also. So secondary memory means our hard disks, which is a permanent storage. Computer having two types of storage, primary storage consists which is a temporary storage, and secondary storage, that is permanent memory. We are also saying that hard disks. Initially they were using floppy disks, but now floppy disk is outdated. Now we are using hard disks only. After that there is a control unit. Control unit used to control the functions while taking the inputs, as well as on the time of processing, and also in the time of giving the output. We required some control unit. So control unit control on that. It is used for also time control and all things. In control unit also consists the major part of computer, that is ALU. It's arithmetic logic unit. Arithmetic logic means what? Actually what is the computer? When we are going to understand the computer, computer word is coming from Latin word computer. So computer means the compute, it's to solve, to calculate. So initially when computer was designed, the purpose of computer was only to solve the calculations, solve the complex mathematical calculations. After that there were so many changes, updations into that, and after that there also computer were also using for the logical purpose. So what is actual logical purpose? Logical purpose means what? When we are going to save the data, it asks you, do you want to save? After that we are clicking on yes or no. So there is a logic. If you user click on yes, then computer have to take decision to save the data. If user click on no, computer can not save the data. So that logical things will done by, or logical guess is done by computer, and for that we require the logical unit. So the combined to perform arithmetic and logical unit, we a computer having ALU, arithmetic logic unit. So this is a basic architecture. So when I am telling you the diagram, how to remember diagram, it's very simple way. You can say this is the input devices, this is output devices. We are taking inside the foods and all the things. This is the input devices. We can say this is output devices, and this is the memory devices. We are storing different data into memory. So this is the memory devices. Our memory is also classified into two types. We are also short-term memory. We are also permanent memory. Some things we are storing in permanently, but something we are forgetting. For example, if I will give homework to you, we are forgetting it. But if I am telling story to you, we are keeping it into permanent memory. Okay, because computer is like a human being. Because when computer is going to design, computer had design, they must think on how computer will act as a human being. So all the things were basically all the things are same with human being and computer, but computer is a machine. But computer also provide the accuracy. This is a characteristic of computer. So these all things we learn, that is unit, control unit, then memory unit. So as I told you, memory unit consists primary memory and secondary memory. It should be hard disk and RAM. Then different types of memory we will see in our next lecture. Thank you.